Hey, GLP-1 plus sides community. Before we jump into the podcast, please take the time to leave us a 5-star review on whatever audio platform you're listening to the podcast on. Share your story and how the podcast has helped you. This will help us get referred up in the audio platform so that we can reach more people that need our help, our support, and guidance from our doctors. Help us get loud and change things.
Are you interested in understanding GLP-1 medications like Ozempic, wegovy, or Mounjaro? Then join us on the Plus Sides, Cracking the Obesity Code, the groundbreaking podcast helping people change their lives one episode at a time. The Plus Sides podcast is a disruptor. We're breaking down barriers, smashing stereotypes, and sharing inspiring stories that'll leave you feeling informed and empowered. Join us every week to learn from doctors who are specialists around GLP-1 medications like Ozempic, wegovy, or Mounjaro. They'll provide you with science and facts to validate these incredible stories. But that's not all. We'll also bring you the voices of the GLP-1 Mounjaro TikTok community, real people who face the challenges of obesity-related diseases and disorders and discovered the incredible plus sides of GLP-1 medications. Our episodes are filled with heartwarming stories, laughter, and moments of triumph. You'll connect with our amazing community members who are reclaiming their health and experiencing their fullest lives. Are you ready to embark on a journey of discovery and empowerment? Tune in to the Plus Sides, Cracking the Obesity Code, and together we'll change the narrative around obesity and end the stigma. Subscribe now on YouTube or your favorite podcast platform and join our incredible community. Let's celebrate the plus sides of life together because every story deserves to be heard. Every life deserves to shine, and everyone deserves access to expert knowledge and medication. The Plus Sides Podcast. You're not alone. It's not your fault.
Hey everyone, before we dive in, I really want to share something personal with you. About, I want to say like 8 to 10 months ago, after losing 100 pounds on GLP-1s and keeping it off for a long time, I started regaining out of nowhere, and I was terrified. But I also started having hot flashes and bouts of crying and snacky cravings and waking up at 3 a.m. unable to go back to sleep. It turns out I was in perimenopause. So I started hormone replacement therapy, which is also called HRT, through a telehealth called Winona that specializes in this. And it changed everything. And now I'm sleeping better. And my hot flashes are all but gone, thank God. And I feel like myself again. And it turns out that you can actually start perimenopause as early as 35. And well, I'm 46 and she's here. HRT has really come a long way and there's just no need to suffer anymore. So if you're like this and you're in the same boat, you can check out buywinona.com and you can use the link in our link tree to save some money.
Want the fastest working GLP-1? For half the price, Ro now offers FDA-approved weight loss injections cheaper. With results you can see faster. Lose 15% of your weight with the formula from Eli Lilly that hits not one, but 2 hormones to curb hunger and nausea. Weight loss faster. Confidence higher. Price cheaper. See if you qualify at ro.co/TV.
Are you interested in understanding GLP-1 medications like Ozempic, wegovy, or Mounjaro? Then join us on the Plus Sides, Cracking the Obesity Code, the groundbreaking podcast helping people change their lives one episode at a time. The Plus Sides podcast is a disruptor. We're breaking down barriers, smashing stereotypes, and sharing inspiring stories that'll leave you feeling informed and empowered. Join us every week to learn from doctors who are specialists around GLP-1 medications like Ozempic, wegovy, or Mounjaro. They'll provide you with science and facts to validate these incredible stories. But that's not all. We'll also bring you the voices of the GLP-1 Mounjaro TikTok community, real people who face the challenges of obesity-related diseases and disorders and discovered the incredible plus sides of GLP-1 medications. Our episodes are filled with heartwarming stories, laughter, and moments of triumph. You'll connect with our amazing community members who are reclaiming their health and experiencing their fullest lives. Are you ready to embark on a journey of discovery and empowerment? Tune in to the Plus Sides, Cracking the Obesity Code, and together we'll change the narrative around obesity and end the stigma. Subscribe now on YouTube or your favorite podcast platform and join our incredible community. Let's celebrate the plus sides of life together because every story deserves to be heard. Every life deserves to shine, and everyone deserves access to expert knowledge and medication. The Plus Sides Podcast. You're not alone. It's not your fault.
Welcome to the Plus Sides
Oh,
Podcast.
hey, we're there.
Hey, if you're watching, you can see that I'm very red. I literally am so pink I match my walls because I decided in 90-degree weather it would be great to have some soup, which is just absolutely ridiculous.
That's great.
Hi, friends. Aside from my
Hey.
pink self with all my pink things and my pink walls, it's good to see you.
Coordinating.
Hi.
Yes. So we have kind of a change up podcast today. We do not have a community guest and we do not have a doctor. So what we'll do is quick intros, and if you're annoyed with us, go ahead and fast forward. I'm Kim. This is the Plus Size Podcast. This is, if you're new here, this is an obesity advocacy and educational podcast. We are trying to combat misinformation with education. And John just opened the garage and it was so loud. Okay. Did you hear all that?
No. You just totally wrote.
Oh my God, it was so loud. Like my feet were vibrating. Anyway, hey. My name is Kim, and the podcast is an award-winning podcast. We've been around for a little over a year now, and we're helping people and just trying to change lives and give some people that have been a marginalized community and largely ignored and mistreated a voice. I am a host, and these are my co-hosts as well. And JT is also one. She's just not here because we have Sabrina tonight. But Kat and Sabrina, if you could do intros, that would be lovely.
Oh my God, Sabrina.
Go ahead, honey.
All right, I'm Kat. I'm a Libra. Just kidding. I always do that all the time. I'm a Libra. But I'm Kat. I have another co-host, associate producer for the podcast. And I've lost 60 pounds on a GLP-1.
Listen, I'm going to interrupt. You did not lose 60 pounds on a GLP-1. That's not what you did. You took a GLP-1 to treat your disease. Right. You lost 60 pounds because you bust your ass. So, I'm just saying, for the record, I lost on the GLP-1. You different. And we're going to talk about the differences.
Yeah.
You're
okay. Yeah, this is a great episode for it, too.
See, I know,
you're right. I've always loved fitness. Yes. I love being, I live by that notion of fit has no size. And I finally feel like I can look somewhat like somebody who loves fitness by leveraging a GLP-1 to stop my binging. Thank you. Let's do this. Therapist Kim. All right, Sabrina.
Hi, I'm Sabrina. And I've been on Mounjaro for a year. I am down 76 pounds, leveraging a GLP-1 and increasing movement. I have also always been a fan of fitness. Lifting is what my passion is. I thoroughly enjoy banging and slinging them weights.
I think it's the anger. You know what I mean? Like it's like getting it out. You know what I mean?
Good stress reliever.
Well, I use a kettlebell and I use resistance bands.
Nice.
But I do it. I'm not a fitty, but that's okay because the whole point is to share different perspectives and talk about all the things, right?
Yeah.
So, yes. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do today. Without further ado, for those who haven't fast forwarded yet, we will bring in our guest. Hi, James.
Hi, how are you?
How are
Good.
you?
Very pink and red. I'm trying to. We have to fix this here ring light for a minute.
It's like fuchsia.
Yeah. Oh, that's better.
There you go. You're less pink.
Good, great. That was ridiculous. Thank God for ring lights. Hi. So we're so glad to have you here. Obviously we connected. We saw many videos that you've done on TikTok. You're a TikToker. I don't know if you're on YouTube too, right? Where are all the platforms?
No. Honestly, I'm so resistant to YouTube because I just feel like I'm just going to be uploading everything I put on TikTok and Instagram anyway. It's just one more platform. And I'm a coach who enjoys doing content. I'm not I don't really monetize my content.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like you use your content to further coaching and do stuff with your coaching, right? Yeah.
Yes.
I get that. That makes sense. Well, that's cool. Well, we're so glad to have you. We would like to know a little bit more about your coaching and about your platform and how you help people, because you do.
Yeah, I've been in this industry for over 18 years. Typical story of a trainer. I was an obese kid who got into shape. I was bullied, so I didn't do it from a great place. So I got into disordered eating, but thankfully, I never let the toxic side come out in my training. I always gave people the same respect that I give now. I've always had high emotional intelligence, and I just kind of grew a passion for it. I had lunch with my phys ed coaches to pick their brains. I got my degree in exercise science, and then I held every position in the corporate gym world. Now I'm owning Zero Shortcuts fitness training with my wife,
Hmm.
and it's everything that I want.
That's awesome. Awesome.
It is
Okay.
awesome.
We're excited. Like I said, we're still excited to have you here. I'm going to shoot away with the questions because this one's important to me. So I grew up with a meathead older brother. I'm sorry,
Hmm.
Chris, wherever you are. Needless to say, many of his friends were kind of, well, they were jerks. Um, maybe just a little bit of self-obsessed. And so,
Of course.
but I learned quickly, it wasn't isolated just to those guys. But I've noticed over the years that fitness is becoming kinder. Um, would you say that it's getting kinder, and
Mm.
what direction do you see it coming in, or
It's
am I correct?
both.
Okay.
Um, yes, there's more and more people like me trying to bring out the positive side of fitness, just showing it in a completely different light as opposed to misery and self-sacrifice and discipline. That's all they talk about is their discipline. Like no one has ever been disciplined before fitness, and it just comes out a lot about how they grew in every aspect but their emotional intelligence and their mental health. And there's a number of people who want to look a certain way or reach a certain level at the expense of their regular health or mental health for acceptance, and that's due to social media. And thankfully, there's more and more people who are calling this out, letting people know, like, no, this is not health. Like, please do not follow this. You may get the
Hmm.
physical results, but you can't leave your mental health on the back burner. So, are there more resources and stuff for people to get healthy the right way? Of course. But are there people trying to drive you off course for their own personal gain? Absolutely. So it's a matter of knowing who to listen to and why you're listening to them.
Yeah. So you'd say like you're kind of going towards like it's like mind, body, and spirit, which
Of
everything
course.
it all it's all aligned instead of versus just the physical, because of course, like what you mentioned, there's a brain behind it all. So
Yeah. And there's people like who really misinterpret my words. Like, all right, so if I want quality of life, that means that like I'll like eat everything and like not exercise. And I'm like, it's just like you're going way too far, way too black and white. Like, yes, there has to be some self-sacrifice. Yes,
hmm.
there's nuances to everything. Yes, there's an adaptation period. The point is, you do the terrifying thing for long enough, it's not terrifying anymore. You do it for long enough under the
Yeah,
right context. Now, all of a sudden, you're kicking ass instead of feeling like you're just doing an unnecessary chore.
gotcha. All right,
People
well then
just
you're
need
like a
more faith in
therapist and
themselves.
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm sure you do that all day, every day with your clients, huh?
My clients, I get over 500 DMs a day, and
Oh,
I obviously can't answer all of them. Like
yeah.
when I have like people send me like novels, and I'm like, love you, but I can't read this. Like I
I
have
can
like
totally relate.
300 more. Like I'm sorry. Like if you can condense it,
Hmm.
maybe. But there's people like really sharing their like inner vulnerabilities and fears, and it's completely understandable because I've been there. And most of the time, they don't need a special diet. They don't need a special workout. They just need to get out of their own way. They haven't been consistent long enough because they keep getting in their own head.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. It's just consistency.
I agree with that. I think consistency is it's a big part of it, you know. But so I've got a question for you. There are many of us in this community who have some
Mm-hmm.
trauma attached to fitness, such as bullying, forced workouts,
Okay.
in PE class.
Mm-hmm.
Have you trained with individuals that suffer from this, and how do you get them reintroduced to activity?
Of course, yeah. Well, first off, I'm not thinking that I'm above them. So I'm just having a conversation with another human being. I'm not like, all right, this is what you do. You got to cut out carbs. You got to cut out sugar. You got to. That's all shit that they've heard before. So I just shut up, and then they talk. And then once they realize that I'm not here to judge them, they keep talking. And then we kind of get to the bottom of what's been holding them back, whether that's limiting beliefs, not having enough faith in themselves, time management, not a great support system, and then we start going after that. I mean, the workouts, the diet and nutrition, that's all going to come in time. We have to take care of the underlying factors first, because otherwise, if I just give them a meal plan and some bullshit workout plan, it's like putting a Band-Aid on a bullet wound.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna do anything. So we have to get to the bottom of it, and then we have to recognize certain patterns that aren't that conducive to their health, and certain patterns that they've been doing that are, and then we reinforce that, and then they're able to kind of feel better about themselves and realize they're in a safe space, and then now they're able to kind of be open with me about what they have been doing right, what they haven't been doing right, and then I can effectively coach them.
Yeah.
Do you have any? Go ahead.
Like as far as like specific interventions based on the workouts and stuff like that, that's just per individual. So I don't have an answer to the masses.
Yeah.
That makes total sense.
Do you, I mean, you don't have to share if you don't want to, but do you have people that come to you that struggle with obesity that are taking obesity medicines, or what people keep calling weight loss medicines? And
I have not had, I've only had one client who took Mounjaro.
And that's it.
Yep.
Was your experience with that client any different in terms of their consistency?
No, this was just a tool that helped them. They could still very much be stuck in their own way.
Interesting.
So this was just something to kind of just help them along a little bit more. But we still tried to have consistent lifestyle habits as much as possible.
Interesting. Do you feel like it helped them with their lifestyle habits at all? Like, do you think it helped them stick with the changes?
Well, she didn't do this until like 6 months into our program.
Okay.
So they were pretty well established for the most part.
Okay.
This was just cause like she really was doing everything right, but the fat loss was just so stubborn. And I don't want any of my clients doing this when they're not ready to. Because if you just drop the weight and you don't really have the tools and resources to sustain it, then it's only inevitable for you to gain it right back. I've done that with the HCG diet.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I lost
I think
about
everybody's
35
on that
pounds.
one. Yeah.
I was about 35 pounds in 22 days, and I gained back like 40 in 2 months.
Yeah. I think it's really good, James, like when you say things like that, because I'll tell you, as like someone who's like learned so much from having the doctors on our show, the obesity specialists and on our show, and talking like how the medicines work and why they work and how you pair them with what we call, which I feel like society calls lifestyle changes, but it makes me want to vomit because of all my years of diet culture saying that there needs to be like healthy. I want to just like healthy habits. Like, I don't know. I just makes me want to puke. But I think it's really good that you talk about the fact that you have struggled with weight, because I will tell you my experience with most trainers is that they act like they've got it figured out and I'm missing it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, clearly if they can do it, I should be able to do it, period. Right. And I was very similar to your the one you mentioned, like it just wasn't coming off. Do you know what I mean? Like or it would, and then it would rebound. So, and I'm curious too, like, and I just think that's really good that you do that. I'm just saying, like, I feel like that probably helps a lot with your empathy and trust with people, because it is very difficult. And I'm like where you were struggling with obesity. I've had it forever, James. I've always been like this, and I've been on every diet there is, and I've done all the plans under the sun. And I've like, oh, now I'm going to get on this machine and this machine. I'm going to do this. And tomorrow I'm going to get my own workout fit and I'm going to start this and I'm going to do my diet. I'm going to get on my Weight Watchers, fuck Weight Watchers. And it's just back and forth, like all the time. And that's what my whole damn life was like, and that's why, like, I'm like, I do my kettlebell in my room by myself because like, it's the only way that I know. But I also like do other things too. Like I love like, it sounds weird. I can't believe I'm saying it, but like cleaning, I used to hate to clean. I still don't like to clean, but the act of cleaning and like only focusing on the movement.
I despise cleaning.
But it's very physical when you're really getting into the mopping and all the things.
But Kim, I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
You cook and your wife cleans.
Well, that's good.
That's a fair trade-off.
I do both. Some of it.
Yeah.
He's our editor. You heard. We should be splitting things.
Kim, I can relate to you when you're talking about the cleaning part of it, because when I had lost all the weight, it was painful for me. It was, I wouldn't be able to clean the entire house. I'd be able to clean a little bit and then I would have to sit down or I'd have to take some ibuprofen prior to cleaning. I mean, I hated it, but now I'm moving and grooving.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. It's just sort of, it just feels good. Like, I think that's what it is. It's not, and then I also love the fact that I'm not on my phone. Do you know what I mean? Like, so it's like because I'm a content creator, and marketer. So I'm always on the damn internet. So it's just nice to like be doing something physical where like, I'm just busy, but I'm not, I'm purposely choosing not to be on my phone. And like, that's something, but I mean, I think there's a lot of ways to do movement, right? And movement's important. And I think all of these things are important, like nutrition and all of these things. But I do think that a lot of times people start these medications and a lot of it is because of the doctor. They don't tell them that these are things that you should be doing alongside, because as much as we say, oh, I'm taking Mounjaro, what does Tay always say? I'm taking Mounjaro to hospice, right? And it's just because we've all struggled for so long, right? But at the end of the day, we don't know if we're going to get our meds next month. Right. We don't know that.
Yeah, so we need the foundation.
Yeah. So being able to understand, and I think also the medicine does sort of help us get to a place of physical health so that we can do a lot of like the mental stuff. And then those habits that we've always been able to not stick to, in my experience, allows me to stick to them. I really, like you said, like was in my own way all the time. All the time. And then I would do something and then I would go right back. Let me tell you a quick story. I was telling Kat how I was regaining weight after my 100-pound loss using GLP-1 medications. And I was having snacky cravings and waking up at 3 a.m. and I had hot flashes and I was worried. But Kat was like, listen, I went through this last year. It's perimenopause and I started HRT and she used this company called Winona. So I started going there to see if this was something that was going with me. Turns out it was, because I'm 46. And it's been amazing. It's taken a while to find the right dose, but once I did, it's just been huge. I've been sleeping. I feel more myself again. And the hot flashes are gone, which is, geez, really bad. So I will tell you, it's just been so big for me. And so I wanted to partner with them on the podcast because obviously many of our listeners are going through this same age range and definitely are having these issues. And there's just no need for you to suffer. So if you go to the link that's in our link tree, you can click on that and save money. If you go there and you meet all the criteria, and this might be something for you to try. So I just want to make sure you have this great resource because it's just been such a big difference for me and Kat. Again, you can go to the link in our link tree and get what you need. Today's episode is brought to you by Ro, a telehealth platform that's changing the game of GLP-1 access. What sets Ro apart? Ro understands the challenges of navigating insurance hurdles and the skyrocketing prices of GLP-1 medications. That's why they specialize in getting insurance approvals for GLP-1s. And if insurance is a barrier, they go a step further by prescribing brand name zepbound vials for prices close to those of compound GLP-1s. With Ro, you're not just getting a prescription, you're getting a partner, in your journey that's helping you access affordable treatment and guiding you every step of the way. Whether it's insurance approvals or cost-effective alternatives, Ro is here to make sure that you get the medication you need. Visit ro.co/plussides with a Z today to see how they can help you take control of your weight management journey with affordable, accessible care. That's ro.co/plussides with a Z, making healthcare work for you. Check out the link in our show notes for more details.
Are you interested in understanding GLP-1 medications like Ozempic, Wegovy, or Mounjaro? Then join us on the Plus Sides, Cracking the Obesity Code, the groundbreaking podcast helping people change their lives one episode at a time. The Plus Sides podcast is a disruptor. We're breaking down barriers, smashing stereotypes, and sharing inspiring stories that'll leave you feeling informed and empowered. Join us every week to learn from doctors who are specialists around GLP-1 medications like Ozempic, Wegovy, and Mounjaro. They'll provide you with science and facts to validate these incredible stories. But that's not all. We'll also bring you the voices of the GLP-1 Mounjaro TikTok community, real people who face the challenges of obesity-related diseases and disorders and discovered the incredible plus sides of GLP-1 medications. Our episodes are filled with heartwarming stories, laughter, and moments of triumph. You'll connect with our amazing community members who are reclaiming their health and experiencing their fullest lives. Are you ready to embark on a journey of discovery and empowerment? Tune in to the Plus Sides, Cracking the Obesity Code, and together we'll change the narrative around obesity and end the stigma. Subscribe now on YouTube or your favorite podcast platform and join our incredible community. Let's celebrate the plus sides of life together because every story deserves to be heard. Every life deserves to shine, and everyone deserves access to expert knowledge and medication. The Plus Sides Podcast. You're not alone. It's not your fault.